Hello. Sean Brady coming to you live via YouTube every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. This is Leverage Your Lunch Hour, and we're not about eating lunch right now. We're about leveraging your lunch with thought, with thinking, and inspiration driven from within. So not from within me. Well, it is for me, but inspiration in and of itself is inside of you. So it comes from the Latin root word inspiritus, or spirit within, and literally spirit inside of us. So whatever your religious beliefs, it's that inspiritus that drives our day. It's not somebody else motivating us or inspiring us. It comes from within. So all that being said, the focus of today is self-mastery in the things that are important to us. And self-defined success is what I put in the title. And essentially what I'm talking about today is a continuation a little bit of what was yesterday. So yesterday here in St. Louis County, we had a voting for primaries for the presidential election, some other stuff for the county things and some city things. But it's also 90 days away from our presidential election. And I'm not going to get into politics because that's another discussion for different times. Certainly not on this podcast because it's a one-way. It's not a conversation interactive. But using the timelines and the time frame, I'm like, what could I do for myself? I don't know if the politicians are going to do a whole lot for me between now and then. So what can I do for myself? So I'm taking on my nourishment, my nutrients, my personal health and well-being in a different way. So I'm doing a couple things and I'm just laying it out here so I'm more accountable to myself and success by my own standards. So I'm not doing it like other people do it. I'm doing it like I do it. And I enjoy intermittent fasting. And I just eat in about an 8-hour window a day. It's, so if we're supposed to sleep for 8 and be awake for 16, well, I'm just not eating for, 8 of those waking hours. So I skip breakfast and usually start at lunchtime, and then I have an 8-hour window to eat. So I am taking on more of a paleo or keto type diet. And the reason I'm doing that is it just feels better on my body. When I avoid grains, specifically wheat, and anything else that has those glutens in it, I just feel better. I feel less inflamed. I'm more sharp, more direct, and I feel like I'm in pursuit of the goals that I want to pursue. So also sugar, can't do it, especially refined sugars. So avoiding any refined sugars, any processed food, because you're going to have refined sugars in it. Even if they hide it as organic stuff or agave nectar or honey, whatever, it does, maple syrup. I even try to limit a lot of that stuff as well. Maybe a little bit for some sauces, but even that's going to be rare. More of my treats are going to be nut and peanut butter based. So I like those. I like chocolate. And then, of course, wine. Many people know regular wine guy, and just doing that. So I am putting it all together, and I am beginning to record what I've been doing. I'll put it out there right now. As of this morning, when I weighed myself before I went for my walk, after I woke up, is 222 pounds. 0.0 digital scale, 222.0. And then I took all my measurements, which I'm not going to go on the boring stuff there, but I did look at my measurements from a year ago, and my waist is actually down. I did lose some weight around my belly and my hips and my chest and even my arms a little bit. So getting a little bit leaner, doing all the steps that I've been getting in, and that seems to have made a difference. So I'm going to continue on this path with my diet intensely for basically the next 89 days and report back on where we're going. I'll periodically check in and give people an update on that. The big takeaway for you might not be health-wise fine. Your weight, totally happy where you want to be. What's the thing that you do want for your success? Because we all define our own markers. I mean, let's take money, for example. Somebody saving $100 might be a successful play right now. right? Giving everything in the world. For other people, that would be, it's like, oh, I can do that, but we forget that we're defining our own level of success. I just met a younger man than I, who was a professional athlete for a number of years and had to stop because of COVID. He played over in Europe, and now we can't. He had to completely shift gears so that he could find a job that's one he can build a career path in, and other things like that. So I thought that was profound in redefining success. I mean, we're talking a professional athlete. It takes a lot to be a professional athlete for a year, let alone 4 years. Kind of blowing me away. So what are the steps that we have to develop for our own self-mastery? And specifically, what are yours for you? It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. You always see my hashtag, be more you. Be more you. And share it with somebody. Share what your success criteria is going to be for your own self-defined success. I'm Sean Brady. This is Leverage Your Lunch Hour. You can see behind me, Coach's Corner. Big shout out to Medici MediaSpace. We host a coach, business and life coach session, strategy session, where we come together and just pair our collective great ideas, hash out some of our issues and business constraints that are affecting us all times, and certainly with our current times today. So if that is of any interest to you, or you know of someone that may be of interest to, please join us. That's every Thursday via Zoom. And on Tuesday, the second and fourth Tuesdays, we open it up to guests. And if you talk to me and you want to share some of your expertise, well, certainly we'd love to have you on there any of the Thursdays. So Thursday, 1:30 to 3. It's a great 90 minutes, great strategy session. Hope you or someone you know can join it. Thanks for liking this and sharing it with others. And certainly be safe out there. We may not see you in person, but we'll always see you right here on social media. All right, people. I don't have Jaleesa today. I got Alex in the background, and he's multitasking as well. So I got this. And stopping live stream now. Thanks for watching.